Good afternoon, Bobcats, and welcome to BBTV, your home for Buffett News. Today's Tuesday, May 9th, 2017. My name is Lauren, bringing you the news that matters. As always, let's begin with the daily announcements. Hey artists and fanfiction writers, remember that fanfiction is not just for fangirls, it's for everyone. Anyone in grades 5 through 8 can submit their fan art and fanfiction to the contest. Have it in Miss Packard's cottage by Thursday afternoon. Any students who are still interested in participating in the 8th grade trip to New York City, please stop by Miss Rosenberg's room or the front office for a packet of information. There's still an opportunity to get a 5% discount if you register before July 1st. Fangirls, please remember that this Friday is our last meeting. Bring your $3 for pizza to Cottage 7 ASAP. That's it for the announcements today, Bobcats. Now let's head over to Ellison and Vienne for 2 quick news stories on a baby giraffe you haven't watched online and a big announcement for the city of Omaha.
Every 4 years, the world comes together to compete in the Summer Olympics. But before the famous games happen, the countries must select their athletes. Last year, many Bobcats were lucky enough to see this process live as Omaha hosted the U.S. swim trials. Since this event happens every 4 years, the question is, where will the next swim trials take place? After much debate, USA Swimming once again picked Omaha to host this event. Although big-name stars such as Michael Phelps won't be competing this year, there will be many returning stars like Ryan Lochte and Katie Ledecky, and there are sure to be many more. The city of Omaha beat out cities such as St. Louis, San Antonio, and Indianapolis. This will once again take place in the CenturyLink Center, which is the same location as the 2008, 2012, and 2016 trials. So Bobcats, it's time to form your opinion. Do you plan on watching the 2020 swim trials?
April the giraffe was born not too long ago, but that's not the only new giraffe. The Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium also welcomed a new member. On April 30th, a giraffe calf was born. The mother is Dottie, a 17-year-old female giraffe, and the father is 8-year-old Jawara. The giraffe's gender and weight are unknown at this time, but more information will be posted to the zoo's social channels. Dottie and her calf can now be seen in the giraffe herd rooms in a separate area until reintroduced to the rest of the herd in a few weeks. Visitors are able to enter a contest when visiting the zoo to help name the giraffe, and you can submit a name by the giraffe exhibit. So Bobcats, do you think the Henry Dorley Zoo should have live-streamed this giraffe's birth?
What's up, Bobcats? This is Jaden here in the Sports Zone to get you updated on all things sports. Today is Tuesday, which means it is time for your BBTV Weekend Recap. The biggest event happening over the weekend was the world-famous Kentucky Derby. The annual horse racing event ended with a victory for Always Dreaming. Also happening this weekend were the second round of both the NBA and NHL playoffs. In the NBA, the Warriors, Cavs, Rockets, and Wizards all picked up wins, and the Jazz, Raptors, Spurs, and Celtics were each handed defeats. In the West, this ties up the Spurs-Rockets series and puts the Warriors up 3-0 against the Jazz. In the East, the Cavs are having no problems with the Raptors going up 4-0, advancing to the Eastern Finals, and the Celtics are all tied up with the Wizards with 2 games apiece. Now moving on to the NHL over the weekend, Senators, Capitals, Predators, and Oilers all won their games, while the Ducks, Blues, Rangers, and Penguins all fell. These wins have moved the Predators to the Western Conference Finals, who will go against either the Ducks or Oilers, which are all tied up. In the East, things are pretty evenly matched, with the Senators up 3-2 on the Rangers and the Penguins, on top of the Capitals also 3-2. Now that we updated on you with scores, let's now move into the BBTV Big 3. For today, since we talked about the Spurs, we're going to share with you 3 things you need to know about the best player, Kawhi Leonard. 1. Kawhi Leonard won the NBA Finals MVP in 2014. 2. He has won the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award the past 2 years. 3. His nickname is the Claw for his length and his steals he racks up. That's all the time in the Sports Zone. Now over to the weather with Evan.
How's it going, Bobcats? This is Evan here to get you prepared for the next few days in the official BBTV 3-day forecast. Today will be a high of 79 and a low of 59, and tomorrow will be a high of 70 and a low of 55, but with an 80% chance of rain, so get your raincoats on just in case. And finally, on Thursday, it will be a high of 60 and a low of 51, and another chance of rain, so pack your raincoats, Bobcats. That's all for the weather today. Now let's head over to the world of Twitter to see what our teachers have been tweeting about.
How's it going, Bobcats? This is Xavier here for our daily feature. As always, let's begin by spinning our world-famous BBTV feature wheel to find out what our focus will be today. It looks like we landed on Mind Blown, which means that we will focus on something very impressive that will simply blow your mind. China is the most populated country in the world, with an estimated 1.3 billion people living in the country. In fact, 1 in 5 people in the world are Chinese. And with so many people in one country, it's no surprise that China is a crowded place. How crowded is China? Well, we have some unique images that illustrate daily life in China. Check it out.
How's it going, Bobcats? This is Michael here in the Movie Corner to get you caught up with what is happening in Hollywood. Before his death, Robin Williams was one of the best-known actors in comedy. He was known for his films such as Jumanji, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Aladdin. However, Williams' life sadly ended on August 11th of 2014. But in Hollywood, actors are constantly working on multiple different films at the same time. Because of this, sometimes movies will still be released after an actor dies. This is the case for Robin Williams. His final film, Absolutely Anything, is coming to theaters soon. This comedy is about a group of aliens that decide to give one man special powers as an experiment.
That's going to do it for our broadcast today, Bobcats. For more info on many of the stories you've heard and to see what we're working on for future episodes, be sure to follow our Twitter page @BuffettBBTV. Signing off, this has been Lauren. Have a terrific day, Bobcats.